find here. So in continuation of the preceding lectures, this is lecture number 12, and today I hope we will finish the compiler design unit number 2. So again, we are going to emphasize over the problem. Even though we have already handled this problem in the preceding class, but this is important problems. So again, we will try to solve. Here the given grammar, now just concentrate please. Here the given grammar is E, and E is equivalent to S plus T or 3 minus T. Okay. So here we have two options for the E. Either we can choose S plus T or we can choose 3 minus T as per need, as per requirement, or as per our input string. Okay, what type of result we want, then as per need we will choose the grammar as it is already mentioned in the problem. So here value of E is, we can choose either S plus T or 3 minus T. Okay, this is the given grammar in the problem. Okay, this is the given grammar in the problem. Now come to the next step. T, this is equivalent to V. We can choose only single character V or V star V. Okay, we can choose V star V, or we can consider V plus V. Okay, so we have three options for the T. For the value of T, we can replace T by either V, or by the expression V star V, or by the another expression V plus V. So here slash sign indicates that you can choose either V or V star V or V plus V. Okay, so we have three options for T, and similarly come to the next step, V. So V is here equivalent to A or B. So we can choose either A or B. That is only one character here. Okay. So in the first step, you can see we can choose S plus T or 3 minus T. In the second step, you can see we can choose the value of T only single V or V star V or V plus V. So we have so much options that is already mentioned in the problem. Now you can see, and the input string is 3 minus A plus B. Okay, now the input string is given as 3 minus A plus B. Now we will start. You can see that how we can obtain our input string. Okay, so first we will draw the parse tree. Parse tree and the syntax tree are same. Okay, you can call the syntax tree or the parse tree. Now we are going to draw the syntax tree for the given input string 3 minus A plus B. Okay, so we are going to choose E. Okay, this is E, and we are going to choose the option for the E as 3 minus T. Okay, in the preceding case we can see here 3 minus T. We are choosing this option 3 minus T. Okay, why? Because in the input string you can see already here is 3 minus A. Then how we will achieve this 3 minus A? So it is mandatory, it is necessary that we must choose this option, because if we will choose select this option, then we can get easily 3 minus A. Okay, so as per input string we will proceed. Okay, so 3 minus A will come, we can obtain from this side 3 minus T. So first we will start from E, and then we can choose this option. Okay, we have the choice for S plus T or 3 minus T. So we will choose here 3 minus t, okay, and then again we will proceed. Then you can see 3 minus t, okay. So we will start to draw the syntax tree. First we will choose the options E and then 3 minus t, and then come again, proceed. T, we can choose V, this V will come here, V and V, okay, V plus V. So this is the another option for the T. You can see here V plus V. Even though we have three choices here, V, V star V, V plus V, but our input string does not contain any multiplication sign, okay. It has plus sign, so we will choose only this option. We cannot choose the single V, otherwise we cannot get this complete input string. So we will choose V plus V, and the value of V we have A or B. Now we can see here, we are going to choose the option for the T, V plus V, okay. And at the end, we will replace this V by A, because this is our need, okay. And as per choice, either we can choose A or B. And this is the operator symbol in the center, and we will replace this V by B, okay. So we will start to match from the input string, okay, what is provided in the input string. Then we will start to scan from the given input string, okay. So ultimately we will draw the syntax tree or parse tree for the given input string. So this is the parse tree for the given input string. Now come on another step. This is the complete syntax or the parse tree, okay. This is the complete syntax or parse tree. Again, see, just look here. E is equal to, we can say, we have two options. Whenever we are going to develop the syntax tree for our given grammar in the problem, okay. This grammar is given in the problem, okay. This is not fixed grammar, just it is given in the problem, okay. We are solving a problem, okay. This is a sort of numerical, and we are going to solve. We are going to obtain this input string, and for obtaining this input string, we have this grammar. We will use this grammar, okay. So this is not fixed grammar, inbuilt grammar in the compiler, but it is mentioned in the problem only, okay. If we will choose, if we will fix this grammar, then we will get the false tree, maybe possible, because this is not the fixed grammar, okay. So just we are going to check whether it is okay, whether it is unambiguous or ambiguous. So for checking this, again we are going to draw the syntax tree even for this grammar, okay. Just see here, E, we have two options, S plus T and 3 minus T, okay. So then how we will proceed, how we will draw the syntax tree for this grammar, okay. Don't concentrate over this given input string, just see this only, okay. So we have two options. Then we will take the root node, we will choose the root node as E, okay. And then left side we will write S plus T, and on the right side we will write 3 minus T, okay. And then we have three options, okay. Then S plus T, we have three options, so then we will draw three options from S plus T side and three options from 3 minus T side, okay. And then each B will be replaced by two options, A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B, like that, okay. So that you can achieve the complete parse tree or syntax tree for the given grammar, okay. Now we are going to draw the syntax tree for this. Just concentrate, please. Capital E here, okay. E, it has two options as it is mentioned in the problem. either s plus t, and second option is 3 minus t. Okay. If anybody will say draw the syntax tree for the given grammar, then we will proceed in this fashion, in this manner, in this way. Okay. So E, we have two options, just break into two parts. Okay. Left side you can draw s plus t, right side 3 minus t. Okay. Come, s plus t has three options. S plus T has three options: V or V star V or V plus V. Okay, we have three options and it is also mentioned in the problem. Okay, you have already seen V, V star V, V plus V. Similarly, 3 minus T, it also has same options: V, V star V, V plus V. And each we have two options as per grammar mentioned in the problem. Two choices, A or B, A or B, V this A or B, again V. So we will write again and again A, B, A, B, A, B, like that. Okay. Similarly, in this case, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay. So this is called the complete syntax tree for the mentioned grammar in the problem. Okay. I think you can draw such type of syntax tree. It will depend on the choice. Okay. So at the starting, we have E, then we have two choice. So write it as you can draw. Okay. I think you have understand this. Now come to this. So in this grammar, you have already seen all right hand side alternatives of T can produce A. Okay. So at the end, whenever we will go downside, then we are getting the result in the form of either A or B. Okay. Ultimately, we are going to change the value of V. We are going to replace the value of V. So we will get either A or B. But here we will choose only that value. This is just you have seen, this is the complete syntax tree for the grammar. Okay, this is the complete syntax tree for the given grammar, but we will draw the syntax tree to achieve this expression 3 minus a plus b. This is the syntax tree for input string, and then how will we achieve this input string? Okay, 3 minus a plus b. Now we have already seen that first I draw the syntax tree for the input string, and then this is the syntax tree for the given grammar. Okay. Now it is mentioned here that we will proceed as per given input string. Okay. And there may be need arise if we are unable to get our input string, then we can use also the backtracking mechanism. Sometime if we are unable to get the particular output as per our need, then the need may arise to choose another option. So we will return back from that point, and that is called the backtracking mechanism. Okay, so one such property is that no two right hand side alternatives in the entire grammar should start the same symbol. Okay, so in this case we will try again and again to get the particular input string. So how we will achieve? Now you can see the only summarization for the above grammar is to rewrite the grammar to avoid such situation. Okay. Now there is a need arise to update the grammar here. To update the grammar here. So again they change few options because the preceding grammar have some problem, or we can say ambiguous grammar. So there is a need arise to update that. So in this case, just we are providing some priority, okay, precedence to the operators. In the preceding case, there was no precedence provided to the operators. So just we updated the grammar as E equal to or equivalent to S plus T or 3 minus T. Again, we have two options, same options as it has already been described in the problem, same options. But here, just we are going to update T is equal to VF. Okay. But in this case, you have seen T is equal to directly either V we can choose or V star V or V plus V. So in this case, you can see in this grammar, there is a problem because they are giving directly expressions here. Okay. Here we are not providing precedence to the operator or precedence to the expressions. Okay. So just after updating the grammar, here we are going to write T is equivalent to VF. Okay, not directly V or V star V or V plus V. But here there is a little bit updation. Okay, T is equivalent to VF. Then we all already know. Okay, what is the value of V? Either we can choose A or B as per choice. Okay, what is F? F is, you can see here, operator OPV or E. Again, so we have two choices again for the F. What is F? F is OPV. So what is OP? OP is operator. Okay, OP is operator, and we can choose minus or plus or star. Okay, so in case of operator OP, we have three choices, and we can choose either negative sign or positive sign or star sign. Okay, so here we can see that there is a little bit updation, and here you can see in third step F equivalent to OPV. So we will put the sign here, maybe negative V or positive V or star V. Okay, so we can replace as per need, as per choice, but this is the fixed grammar OPV or E. So here we can again choose E. E is, what is E? Again we can choose S plus T. So here there is a again choice for backtrack mechanism. Here if we are unable to get our proper result, then again we can choose this option E. And what is E? Again we are returning back. Okay, again we are returning back, and we are able to get either, we are able to choose either S plus T or 3 minus T. Okay, so from here just we are using the backtrack mechanism. Okay, if we are unable to get particular output after using OPV, then we will choose another option that is called the E. And what is E? E is, again we have two choices. Okay, so it means first we have already checked this option, and after that we are going to proceed. But here again failure occurs if here again we are unable to achieve the our goal, our output, then we will choose here the second option for F. Okay, so we will choose second option for F. F means we can choose E. And what is E? It means we are returning back again from this step. Okay, so we have the option here, and we are already aware by the value of V, A or B. We can choose any one. Similarly, we can choose any operator, but as per need our input string. What is the input expression, or we can say the input string, whatever it is given already. So we will match with the input expression. Okay. Now you can see here, if we are choosing 3 minus T, okay, here we are choosing E is 3 minus T because our expression is 3 minus A plus B. So we have to choose this option 3 minus T. Okay, it is understood. So here I am going to choose the second option 3 minus T. Now write same thing 3 minus, then what is T? T is here VF, okay. Then write here VF. Then 3 minus what is V? We can replace V, we can choose the value of V either A or B, okay. But first, you have to check what is the input string. Our input string is 3 minus a plus b. Okay. Then it is mandatory. We have to choose the value of b here as a. Okay. So 3 minus a, and we will write same thing f here. Okay. No problem at all. We will do any work single in a single step. Okay, one by one processing we will do here. So we can write again 3 minus af. Okay, just I am replacing the value of v by a as per need, as per given input string. Then again we will write 3 minus a. What is f? F is, you can choose from here, okay, opv or e. Then we will choose OPV, we will not choose E, because we do not want to return back, because we are already on the right path. Okay, 3 minus A plus B, we are already in the right path. So we will never choose this E. Okay, because we do not want to return back to S plus T. So we will choose the value of F as OPV. Okay, so we will choose here OPV. So 3 minus OPV. Okay, just we are going to replace the value of F. So such type of things are called the sentential form. So whatever we are writing here, these are called the sentential forms on various stages of parsing. So we are doing here parsing. These are called the various stages. Okay, and these are called the sentential forms. So up to here you have understood AOPB. Again come 3 minus minus A OP as per need. What we need? 3 minus a plus b. So OP we can choose plus sign. Okay, we have three options for the OP: negative, positive, multiplication. So we will choose positive sign. Okay, as per our choice, as per our need. Okay, and then v, again we will write the same thing, 3 minus a plus b. Okay, just I am replacing here, in place of OP, just I am writing plus sign. Okay, and again you can see, because in the given input string, our given input string is 3 minus a plus b. Then here we will choose another option for v. A and B, there are two options. So we will choose now B. So here we are able to get the input string what we need. Okay. So we will use this grammar. In the preceding grammar, we are unable to get this because we are not providing the precedence. Okay. In this case, you can see this is direct grammar. Failure may occur. Okay, so that just we are going to update this grammar by this one, and this is the fixed grammar. Okay, and now we will consider this grammar, and as per this grammar we are able to achieve 3 minus a plus b. Okay, so this is also called the sentential forms. Okay, so these are called the sentential form. All these steps are called the sentential form. 3 minus a plus b, it is true, it is an expression. Okay, but it is also in context of the compiler design, this is called the sentential forms. This is also the sentential forms. All step whatever we are seeing here, watching here, then all are called the sentential forms. Now another thing is called the bottom up parsing. We have already studied about the bottom up parsing. What is the bottom up parsing? In this case, we will proceed, or we will start from the bottom side. Okay, and if we are going to start from the bottom side, it means we are going to reduce the expression. Okay, at the end we have the complete sentence, but we will start from the bottom side. and we will start to reduce our expression, and ultimately at the top we will get the distinguish symbol. Okay, any in the caps form. Suppose in the grammar it is given E. Okay, E is equal to something S plus T or 3 minus T, like that. So we will start from 3 minus A plus B. Just I am considering the preceding example. So in case of the bottom of parsing, this is also called the shift reduce parsing. Okay, this is also called the shift reduce parsing, and here we will apply a sequence of successive reduction. Okay, we will do the successive reduction and we will apply a number of sequence. Okay, and after applying a number of sequence of successive reduction, then ultimately we will achieve the special symbol. Okay, at the end, whatever is provided in the program. Suppose it is mentioned capital S is equal to something, maybe V plus T or oblique 8 plus uh, V. Okay, like that we have several options. Okay, and then the value of T is this, and then dependent again the value of V is this, but ultimately at the top what is given. Okay, so at the end we have a complete expression, and then we will achieve the same at the top. Okay, so we will start from the bottom, from the children node, and then we will proceed step by step. That is called the successive reduction procedure. Okay, and ultimately we will achieve our goal. We will achieve a production symbol at the end. Okay, whether it is in the form of capital E or capital S, like that. Okay, so we can say that after reducing we will get again the production. So this is called the bottom up parsing. Now, the status of the bottom of parse at any stage is represented by two things. What are those two things? First is called the sentential form, okay, to which the input string has been reduced. So ultimately at the end we have a sentential form. Okay, all steps are called the or contains the sentential forms, but at the end we have already seen we have a long sentential form, or it is called the sentential form, or we can say it is a big expression. Okay, then we will start from the bottom and we will proceed to top side and we will achieve a single letter. Okay, like this. And another thing is this, a string marker which points to a symbol of the sentential form. Here again we will use a SSM. Okay, source string marker, that is called the string marker or the source string marker, and we will start from a given expression and then we will replace, after replacing or reducing we will achieve a single character like this. Okay, so we will achieve finally such type of caps lock character or whatever provided or mentioned in the grammar. Okay, so this is one of the example. These all are called the sentential forms. Okay, so here we have as, we can replace this is as by A, capital BC. Okay, small a, capital ABC. The value of S is this. Again, capital A, it is equal to capital ABC. Either we can replace by capital A, small b, small c, or by small b. Okay, either we can replace this A by this string or by single character small b. Okay, what is capital B? Capital B, we can replace this D by capital B or capital B by D as per need, as per requirement. Both are equivalent. Okay, both are equivalent. So in the next slide, we can see what is going to happen to the given string. Okay, so this is the input string. We can see here, this is the input string, and now we can see A, B, B, C, D, C. This is the input string. Okay, and again you can see here, just we are going to reduce this expression. Okay, this is the long string and just we are going to reduce this one. Okay, So we have to choose the given values. Here small a b b. Okay. So what we are doing, just we are replacing here, we will write b here, and then this will, just we will collect a b c here. Okay, a b c d e. So we will replace the value and we can write here, we will collect this d, we will write here d, and then you can see we will replace the value of this b by this one. Okay, and again we will replace this one, we will write here a, and then this value you can see, again we will change 1 to 1 and we will replace this one. Okay, and again you can see in the next step, just we are using this grammar. Here it is already given as is equal to small a capital ABC. A is ABC or B, B is D. So we will use this grammar and we will reduce this one. Okay. So we can change this. We can write here or here. Okay. We can change it to here. It is up to you. Okay. How you are going to join each other and how you are going to replace the value as per your need. Okay, so here we are collect and replace the value. Okay, just we can choose and replace the value, and after that again we will choose and replace the value, and ultimately we will get the capital S. Okay, so we will start from the given input string and then we will use to change these values, and as we will proceed we will get the capital S. Okay, now this is another problem that is called the problem in bottom of parsing, premature reduction. So this is called the premature reduction, so that how we can proceed. So again, first we will concentrate on the input string. Okay, consider the input string a plus b star c star d. So always concentrate on the input string. Okay, and the grammar, what the grammar is provided in this problem, e, this is equivalent to, either we can replace this e by e plus t, means this expression, or we can choose single, or we can choose the single t. Okay, we can replace this e by e plus t or t. Okay, and then this capital T by t star v or single v. What is v? We have a b c d, so we can choose any one because slash is given, so we have four options here. So we will replace as per our need. Now you can concentrate over this a plus b star c star d. Okay, again now proceed problems in bottom of parsing, premature reduction. Okay, so in this case, if the grammar is ambiguous, okay, if the grammar is ambiguous, then such type of premature, we can called premature reduction may occur. Okay, so premature reduction means you want to achieve this, or just by replacing directly few steps, just you are leaving few steps and you are getting this string. Okay, by two methods. Here you can achieve this one by using two options. So that is called the ambiguous grammar. Okay, now we can see in the next slide the steps of the bottom of parsing. Okay, so we have this a plus b star c star d. Now you can see a plus b star c star d. This is the input string. So first we will write this. Okay, so we will start from the input string if we are using the bottom of parsing. Okay, if we are using the bottom of parsing, then we will start from this side. Okay, proceed, because in the preceding case you have already seen this is the input string. Because we are going to use the bottom of parsing, then we will apply the reductions. Okay, so after reduction we are getting this distinguish symbol. So now in this case also But in this case, there is a problem arise. You can see. So come to this side, A plus B star C star D. Okay. Now I am going to take your attendance. So you have to wait, please. Now you can see, come to this side, A plus B star C star D. This is the input string. Now in the first step, you can see we are replacing A. Okay, we are replacing A by V. Okay, we have the option A, B, C, D. We can replace by V. Okay, we have four options. So we are going to replace this A by V. Okay, and writing the same thing on the right hand side plus B star C star D. Okay, in this case we will proceed step by step. Okay, so again you can see here we will replace this V. Okay, this V Y. Now you can see what we have the option in the preceding case.